Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were expected to be at this weekend's Super Bowl, so why weren't they there? Oh, their excuse is going to make you laugh. Welcome to Popcorn Palace, your place for daily royalty. I'm so happy to be here with you guys. And yes, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were expected to attend the Super Bowl, because why wouldn't they? Big celebrity event. You'd think they'd want to be all over the place that Taylor Swift is in. And it's not that far-fetched, given that Harry actually hosted the NFL, well, gave away an award at the NFL Awards. Very likely that they would have helped extend him an invite to be there because the NFL likes celebrities showing up. They do hook up celebrities to be there to make it seem like it's important. And they seem to think Harry's important, hence the making him be the final presenter at the Heisman Trophy Award ceremony. So why didn't they show? What's the excuse this time? And do you think they were actually invited? Some of you may disagree with me and say, oh, they weren't invited. Well, here it is. You ready for this? Harry and Meghan didn't want to be overshadowed by Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. I believe this. I think Meghan Markle, I'm going to take it a step further. I think Meghan Markle is afraid of Taylor Swift because she knows she'll be denied. Because she's clearly a Swiftie, she's clearly a fan, or at least she pretends to be to try to get that clout. And when she sent that handwritten letter to be on Archetypes and Taylor said no thanks, through not even herself but her team, and completely ignored it, I think Meghan took serious offense and now will never probably call her out publicly, but privately thinks Taylor Swift is an enemy. That's what I think. And so since the football game was going to be completely all about Taylor Swift, which it was, I kind of believe this. I'm curious what you guys think. Let's look a little bit more into us. So apparently they're saying the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were invited to attend the Super Bowl, where Taylor Swift is expected to be among the major celebrities in attendance. But they skipped the bowl in Las Vegas as they want to avoid being overshadowed by singer Taylor Swift. Taylor's expected to make an appearance. She did with boyfriend Travis Kelce, who ended up winning in the Kansas City Chiefs. She flew in from Tokyo after her tour. While the Duke and Duchess were extended a personal invite to attend the game, the royal couple are understood to have politely turned the event down as they instead head to Canada to prepare for their Duke's Invictus Games. I mean, they could have made time. They could have made time. They could have been there. Now, this either means they weren't invited, and some of you are going to say, oh, yeah, they weren't. But I think they were. I think they were because Harry does have previous connections to the NFL. So they say, and he claims to be this big NFL fan. I don't buy that. But I do believe his appearance at the Heisman Trophy Awards would have granted him a pass or two to the big game. It was thought the couple would attend, especially after Harry gave it a speech at Thursday's NFL Honors in Vegas ahead of the game. Yet claims they feel overshadowed and not want to compete with Taylor have seen the pair decline to attend. But his attendance there does make it seem like he has access to the NFL. Love it or hate it, he does. The move to miss the huge game also comes as Swift fans claim the royal pair are missing the event due to being overshadowed, who is extended to return from Japan. We know this. Meghan may have declined the Super Bowl invite, as one wrote, attempting to compete with Taylor for airtime was too much for her to handle. They know they cannot compete against Taylor Swift. Sources told Page Six neither Meghan nor Harry will be in Las Vegas for the Super Bowl, as they are busy preparing for their trip to Canada for the Invictus Games opening event next week. I didn't know it was already happening so quick. Duke and Duchess are set to spend 3 days in Canada to celebrate 1 year to go until the 2025 Invictus Games. That's what I thought. So the opening event to celebrate 1 year, that's why they skipped it? Do you think this fan theory is correct? Do you think Meghan can handle being second fiddle to Taylor Swift? Could she muster enough strength? Do you think they were extended this personal invite? These are the questions I want you to answer in the comments down below because it helps the engagement. It is well known that Prince loves American football. Now that I don't believe. Bosses have extended an invitation to him following his appearance at the awards. This year's Super Bowl expected to be one of the most watched ever, due largely to Taylor being there to support her boyfriend. While Harry and Meghan won't be in attendance, there will be no shortage of celebrities. Floyd Mayweather shelled out $1 million for him and 34 friends to watch the game from a luxury suite. That's the truth. I don't know if you guys knew this. That suite that Taylor Swift is in costs exactly $750 to $1.5 million for some of those deluxe luxury suites to get that private access, all the food and stuff. Of course, they can afford it. But I didn't realize that they don't like sort of bring them in for free in those suites. There are seats like Jay-Z and others get these suites that are like more like invites that people pay and then bring the celebrities in and they get free tickets that way. But if you want a full-on suite like Taylor Swift does, you got to pay for it. Now, what is this big trip? I'm so confused. Invictus Games 1 year ahead. This is so stupid. Apparently, yes, they had offered him. Excuse me, one cough. Thought I had it gone. So here's the big event. Sorry, I thought I had it open here. They're set to head to Canada this week for their Invictus Games opening event. They're set to spend 3 days in the country to celebrate 1 year to go until next year's games. Harry and Meghan are set to make an appearance from February 14th to the 16th at the launch event. The next Invictus Games will take place in February 2025 and will be held in Vancouver and Whistler. And winter sports featured for the first time. Harry set up the Invictus Games to help injured sick military veterans. He wanted to inspire recovery. So basically, he's got to go drum up the local government, get the sponsors, get people excited, I guess. And yes, he's tipped to travel back in May for the 10th birthday of the Invictus Games. Celebrations are due to take place in St. Paul's Cathedral. The news comes soon after the UK government announced a multi-million-pound bid to see the games hosted in Birmingham in 2027. Source close to the project said a British-based Invictus Games would have approval of both Harry and the rest of the family. Harry has indicated that he is comfortable coming back for a British-based Invictus Games, and we understand that the games have always had the support of the rest of the family. That'll be interesting if that happens. Do you think the royal family is going to change their mind and actually want to support this? Interesting. I could see why Harry would say that, of course. But do you think that William and the king will actually allow this? Prince Harry set to return to UK weeks after Dash. Man, that's shocking to think that they would actually want to help this for the 10th anniversary. Rushed back to his home early this week for a one-day trip. We know that. He was able to spend half an hour. Still debating how that was. But anniversary celebrations, giving him another opportunity to patch things up potentially. UK government has announced a multi-million-pound bid to see the games hosted, a scheme supported by the Ministry of Defence and Royal British Legion. Honestly, I'm just reading this part of it, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised to see that they would want to encourage this and have it come back. Feels like the right time and place. The biggest power of recovery has always been in sport, has always been in Invictus, and the Duke of Sussex led the way when he set these games up 10 years ago. Feels like a natural rounding of the circle to come back to the UK, and we're going to do everything we can to win the bid. So these are friends of Harry in England who are trying to make him come back and then clearly put the pressure on the royal family. Well, it's here, so show up. Harry's comfortable coming back, of course. And we understand the games will always have the support of the rest of the family. They'll have the support because they're not going to bash a game for veterans. But will they actually show up? Ha! No way! No way are they going to show up. Speaking of not showing up, what do you think? Do you believe this fan theory that they didn't want to be overshadowed by Taylor Swift? I mean, I do kind of buy it. There's no way Meghan can handle that. Taylor Swift is way too important. Meghan wishes she was that level. She thinks she's that level. I think this is a fair theory. Why else do you think they really skipped it? Yeah, right. They skipped it for the 2 days of the Invictus Games prep. I'm sure they couldn't have fit this in. What are your thoughts? It surprises me that they weren't there. Do you think they were maybe uninvited? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Before you go to the comments, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that thumbs up as well, and tell me what you think. We got more daily royalty coming to you here on the Palace. I hope you have subscribed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out these videos as well, and stay tuned for more content across all of the Popcorned channels.